That was great interview with the guys from Fledging. As you heard, I fudged up their name. And I called it Fledgling. I don't know why, but it is spelled Fledging. So it's Fledging. Uh, I'm gonna actually be doing some visuals, but I'm actually going to talk. We'll describe it as well. I've like I said, the guys were kind enough to send me a review unit to take a look at this product, and there's the box that it comes in. It's a simple little box, Hubble, from the case there, and they give you lots of instructions. One of the kind of disappointing things is that there wasn't a instruction booklet in there really to tell you how to go to open it. So I had a bit of a challenge here. Basically what's inside the box is you're going to have the case itself, which of course I've already got the iPad in there, and this is what it looks like here. This is the case. But the way you have to get into it, let's go right into showing you what the hub looks like. So you see this hub here. There's two little levers, one on each side here. They have to be pulled out, and they gave one of these little tools here to allow you to be able to pull out the levers. I know it'd be hard to see on camera here, but there's a lever here and then there's a lever here, and once you pull these two levers out, the hub slides out completely from the case, and that's how you actually put the iPad in there. And I was like, wow, why isn't this fitting? So I'm trying to put it in, and that was the reason why it was, because no instructions. So I'd probably say, guys, so you need to at least mention that at first. But of course, being a tech guy, I figured it out. So if you look on the edges here, it goes right into the case here with both edges here. And then you look on the back side of it, it's all metal. So it's a really solidly built case, and I was pretty impressed with it. Now, as you heard them mention, there is actually a power switch on here. They actually put this power switch on here, so if you flip it off, what it's going to do, it's going to turn the hub completely off. So the reason why they wanted to do that, as you mentioned, was the fact that you don't want it to be sucking up all your battery power on this, because it's going to do that, because it's taking up a lot of juice here. So so what it has is it has two USB-C ports, and one of those ports you can plug in, and that would be for charging. It has a USB-A port. It has a micro SD card and an SD card reader on here. It's got a 4K HDMI connector on it, and it's got a 3.5-inch headphone jack in here as well. So like you mentioned, some people still like to plug in their headphones, but these days we're using AirPods and Bluetooth. So not a bad little device. I'm not too terribly disappointed. It does have a cover that comes onto it, and this cover looks pretty similar to some of the Apple cases that are out there. I did find it is a little hard to line up a bit. So when you put it on here, it doesn't seem to line up just so perfect when you're doing it here. And of course, I'm putting it backwards. You got to watch that. But it's magnet. You heard that snap, and then it goes on. And actually, I did it right this time. So this cover does fold over in an accordion, similar to what the like Apple cases do. So you can set it on your desk, and it sets really nice. And then the Apple Pencil, they as he said, they made the space so it's attaching right to the iPad to charge. So $110 for it has it for the iPad 11 Pro, which is the 2018 or the 2019. It's I think another $10 more for the 12.9 inch, and that covers all the Pro line series. So it will not work with the first gen Pro, and then also the iPad Air, which is also a USB-C. That's a 10.9 inch screen. It'll work with that as well. Not a bad little device. What do you think, Warren? Do you think it'd be something you might want to use?
Yeah, the question I have is, what about how hard is it to get the keyboard onto that? Like, does it affect the way the magnets?
Yeah, you can't attach the keyboard to this. It becomes its own case. So I did try to attach the Magic Keyboard. It doesn't work.
But what about just the regular, the old style keyboards that kind of use the flap over? Do you think you get one on that?
I haven't tried. I mean, I didn't even think about that. I have the old keyboards with the flap over. I don't think so, because it doesn't have any of the ports. I mean, it does have a port here, but it's not. Yeah, I don't think you can do it. You'd have to use an external. You'd have to use an external Bluetooth keyboard in order to use it.
Is there anything that props that thing up? Like, is there a way to does it have a stand or a kickstand or anything like to keep it?
No, just the case. So this
But that does, yeah.
yeah,
That's
which
that's
is
what I'm talking
it's
about.
solid. Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
solid.
so
Yeah, it
you
does
can lean it
upstand.
back and get a Bluetooth keyboard on there. Yeah, that's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
for the people who really want to get their iPads all macked up, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So it looks
Well,
good. Yeah.
No, I think it's a solid device. It's not a bad dude. I definitely give you guys a good grade for this product. It was very impressive, and the fact of the matter, being able to walk into a room and get an HDMI cable and plug it into your iPad and start doing your presentation. I mean, that's huge. I mean, for business and for education, anybody who does presentations don't want to lug around their laptop. They'll have their iPad ready to go, plug it right in, because you know what you're doing. You're dongle hell looking for a dongle to plug it in to do it. It's right there, and then being able to have all these ports is awesome too.
How's the weight on it?
Not bad. I mean, I don't think it added a lot of weight to it. It's a pretty lightweight aluminum that they made here. And I did notice it's already starting to scratch up a little bit. It may have been my fault for why I pulled it in there, but it probably, I mean, if you can see the little scratches there. So,
yeah.
So it is aluminum. So, but so you're going to be prone to that, but yeah, you know, that means it's getting good use. So
yeah, as
not
long
a bad
as it
little
doesn't
device.
make it too heavy. It's good. Yeah.
Not a bad little device. And then I did give them a shout out. Also, let them tell us about their SSD external drives. I believe those could plug to the iPad Pros if you so wished, but it was aimed more towards Mac users. And that's where they started their business. So happy to give them a plug for those products too.
Anything I'm sure you can plug you can definitely plug an external SSD into an iPad if you want.
Yep. So so I definitely think it would work, but it's that market for them is, like he said, is aimed towards more towards a Mac. So